Hi everybody and welcome to Wise Token channel. So in this video we're going to look at strategy. Now this is most pivotal at this time. We are well over 50% of the way. We're on day 29 from memory. Let's have a quick look. We're going to have a quick look at the tickets. We are on day 28 is closed, so we are definitely on day 29. I'm just going to click all reservation days, and yes, we are on day 29. Now, I've got a couple of tips on strategies which I think are really important. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, so you need to do your own due diligence, but trying to give you some of my insights here. So here we are on wiseinfo.io, a great site with a lot of information to help you make decisions. So we're going to have a quick look at the ETH inflow for the last 4 days. So this was the day we just had, this blue line, and we did an excellent 1119 ETH. Big deal. So let's have a quick look at that on the Wise platform. So here we had 5 million Wise. It was a fixed supply day. We got 1,119 ETH with 1,235 people, which is a really good number. And so that closed. You can see that I entered that, which is with a little bit of ETH, 0.132. I got almost 580 Wise, so that was really neat. Now, that includes a 10% bonus, so pretty cool. If you want to get on this, you can hit the link below, get a 10% bonus entered today. I mean, this is seriously good. So we're going to look at, we're currently on day 29. We've got a random day with a range between 3 million and 7 million Wise. So normally the fixed supply days are 5 million, but the random days are a bit more risk in it. So you could do better. If it gets to 7 million, you're obviously going to do better than 5 million. If you get 3 million, you're not going to do so well. And you're competing against everyone else for this pool. So this is the auction for the day. Somewhere between this range, it gets randomly calculated after the auction closes, which is currently in 18 hours and 21 minutes for this day, day 29. There's only 50 days, and they get riskier as the days go on. So just remember that. And so they get riskier, and more people are going into the tickets, and I'm going to show you that at the moment shortly. So here's the current day. I've also entered this day. I've also entered day 30. And I've also entered day 31 and day 33. So interesting play. I've made a play here at the middle. Pretty interesting. Let's have a quick look at the information that we've got. You can see that the blue was way higher than the previous 2 days. So the green and the light and the dark blue. So the light blue is the day that just finished, and it's way higher. You can see the momentum getting bigger. Now we're on the next day, which is the day 29. It's a random day, it's not a fixed day, so there's more risk involved. But you can see that compared to the fixed day, the ETH is way higher. See that on the bar? You can see 628, and it was on this one. It was only 628, and it was only about 565 at this stage. So this is a 24-hour comparison. So as we go further, we go along the 24-hour day, and we can compare 4 days. So at the moment, where the momentum's continuing, so that momentum was bigger than that momentum, and this momentum is bigger than the blue one from yesterday. So I hope that's clear. It's just getting better today, yesterday. So yesterday was bigger than the other 2 days, and today is bigger than yesterday. I hope that's the main point I want to make. So it's really momentum's going. So how can we see that all together? Let's have a quick look at the next chart, which is really important. I'll leave the link for this site below, wiseinfo.io. Now you can see that green line, see the green line in there? So the yellow line is all the ETH that's gone into the contract. It's accumulative, so they add up every day, and you can see that we've got 35,632. It's really growing at a huge rate. The higher that is, the better. I mean, it's going to be huge on, because that's all going to go on Uniswap and be paired with Wise tokens, and so it's going to create a major pool of ETH, and they put it in the top pairs on a Uniswap and get a lot of attention. So it's a really big deal. Now let's see that momentum. See the green momentum? See how it was low? So we started the green momentum well before the launch, and the momentum's gone up really high. See, it's got really up really high. So look at this one. Momentum was 7,311. The cumulative total was 22 at the time, and it's pretty neat. So the ETH was really high in the auctions. Then it came down, momentum softened, and we fell down further. Okay, so we fell, and then the momentum started. This was a good buying period. This was obviously a higher price because demand was so high. Now see this upturn. We're going upturn, and what's important about this is that we've only got 22 days left. So you can see this one here. In my projections, if we follow this curve, will end up probably being higher than these momentum curves, and we'll be on new territory and we're going to have a much more massive amount of ETH going in is my expectation. So this is the really time to get in before it gets too high. We could end up having 2,000-3,000 in an auction day. So just be mindful of that. So that's what I'm looking at. So let's go back to the tickets. So what have I done? Well, we've got 50 days and we've got 22 days left. So I've entered in day 29, right, with 0.26 ETH. So I'm not a big whale, so I'm just entering with modest amounts with this fixed supply day, because this is really good because 3 million, 7 million, so it's actually quite a nice band, but it gets risky after this. And then I've gone to a safe day, right, so I've done that with 0.235. Then I've gone into another a risk day, but very low risk, because 3 million is the worst it could end up being, right, and I could get upswing on both those days. Now remember, the average for every day is supposed to be 5 million. So some days will be bad, some days will be good. And I recall that the previous day before day 27 was a bad day. So fortunately I wasn't in that, and fortunately hopefully you weren't either. So I've entered this one with 0.235. I went into these three, 1, 2, and this third ticket. I've gone into one risky day so far. This is my first risky day, haven't been in one. Hopefully it's going to be above the 5 million. The previous one that did 1 to 10 million was a bad day, ended up about 153,000, so I hope that doesn't happen. So I've just put a little bit of risk. Most of my stuff's pretty safe. I've done mostly fixed days and so forth, but I think after this it's just going to continually, each ETH is going to get bigger. So if you look at the amount of ETH that's already in here, and it's still got 2 days just about to go, it's already 752. So the momentum's just going bigger. Like this green chart says, it's just going bigger. So I don't want to get caught out. All these are going to boom. I can just see it booming and so forth. And this is the end of the safe riskiness. So these 3 to 7 million are the end. These are the last 2 tickets. So that's why I've gone into those. And I've put up a little bit of risk here, just because the previous risk one was so bad. This one has a better chance of being good. It's random though, so I have to take that into account. But it does get calculated in the 5 million per day to make a condition. So let's see how that plays out. Then we've got these random days, and they've got more risk. See, these more risk than these ones. So I'm going, I think that's a better balance. After that, it just gets riskier, except for the fixed supply days. It just gets riskier and so forth. And then it gets super risky. Look, you've got fixed supply days, but you've only got all these high extreme days coming in. So really, the best day, you've got a couple of these days are going to be full. You can imagine, even with these fixed days, there's going to be so many people in there by the time that the benefit won't be so hot. These are going to be high risk. There's still going to be a lot of people going in them, but you just don't know what you're going to get. So I think that the best bet now is that we're still building momentum, so get in well before the momentum really booms past this height. And that's pretty much the strategy. So that's my strategy, is I've gone into these local days here. You can stop the video and pause to see that. I haven't gone into any of these days yet. I probably will pick up a little bit more later, and mostly on fixed days, and I might try a little one of these, but we'll just see. But definitely this is my main play at the moment, and I hope that helps. So I actually I entered this one individually, and then I entered this one with 0.65 ETH along 3. So I separated 1, 2, 3. So I just clicked on the reserve, and I showed all days, and then I went ahead and I clicked this day here, and then I clicked I think I clicked that one, and then I clicked one random day. Those are the 3 that I went, and I put in 0.6 ETH and went okay. So hopefully that helps. That's my strategy, and I think it's a really good one at the moment. I think it's well positioned. Obviously I started off really well with my strategy. I went in early on the best days, the very best days that they have been, and that's paid off for me really well so far. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to use the link below. You'll get a 10% bonus too. Not only on the auction, but when staking comes on the 31st of December, you get 10% bonus then too. This is really huge. I hope this helps you, and do your own due diligence, of course. And yeah, cheers. If you do hit the link, you've just hook up your MetaMask wallet, and that's how it works. I will catch you in tomorrow's auction close. Hope this helps. Cheers.